Welcome to Rise of the Runelords episode 4. Tonight we've got Cher playing Kalia, Chris playing Roland, Pierre playing Ruthard, and Nathan playing Tirana. Now, as a recap, you all arrived on or just before the 22nd of Rova for the Autumn Festival here at Sandpoint. Sandpoint was celebrating the consecration of their brand new cathedral after a major fire burnt down the former one about 5 years ago. You guys attended the festival. However, in the evening, a raid of goblins occurred, and you were all able to valiantly fight off the little green buggers in a series of combats. First there was the initial ambush, then War Chanter brought out a small group, and you were able to successfully subdue that War Chanter, and then you saved a noble named Aldern Foxglove. After a rest the next day, you were contacted by the sheriff of Sandpoint. He asked you to accompany him to the graveyard where there was a break-in of one of the mausoleums, and it was discovered that Father Ezekiel Tobin, his remains were stolen from the mausoleum. After that, you guys went to the Rusty Dragon. Amiko, who is the owner and proprietor of the Rusty Dragon, her father barged in and tried to essentially remove her from town, forcing her, or attempted to force her to leave town with him. However, the hero stepped in and kind of quelled the altercation. In appreciation for what you've done for not only her and standing up for her in the inn, as well as what you did for the town, Amiko has offered you free room and board for a week. And that evening, as well, as you were waiting for Sheriff Hemlock to arrive to give you his final evaluations of his investigations, Aldern Foxglove approached you, and he has invited you all out to a boar hunt tomorrow morning, which you guys have all agreed to. That is where we will pick everything up. So it is Fire Day, 23rd of Rova. It is the day after the Swallowtail Festival, the day after the Goblin Raid was successfully repelled. And as you've been walking around town too, people have been acknowledging your presence. In fact, even some children have come up to you regarding you as heroes. You are sitting in the tavern, the Rusty Dragon, and you are partaking of a very fine meal prepared by Amiko, and drinking your cups, and more or less you're just sitting and waiting for the sheriff to arrive. So within a very short period of time, the good Sheriff Hemlock arrives in the inn, sees you sitting at your table, walks directly over to you, grabs a chair, sits down in front of you. Friends, I've talked to Father Xantus. He's very upset with the theft of Ezekiel Tobin's remains. As you may know, Father Tobin was Xantus' mentor, and we believe that whoever took this body has very questionable motives. I don't know if you know this, but Father Tobin, he used to be Sandpoint's religious leader, and he and his adoptive daughter, Nualia, they died in the fire 5 years ago that took down the original cathedral. Nualia was his adoptive daughter. She was, I think the term is celestial touched. I think there's a name for it. Asimir is, I think, the what she was. Beautiful. I remember. The whole town remembers her. The loss of both Father Tobin and Nualia during that fire was, a tragedy. And Sandpoint during that whole time had more than a few tragedies occur. For those, I'll let you kind of discover those on your own. We choose not to really talk about it. But we thought we got past all of that. Anyway, back to what I know. I've dispatched some scouts out to try and catch up with some of the fleeing goblins, trying to track down any sort of information that they could possibly gain. Chances are they've outrun, they had the lead. So I'm not hopeful, but I've got decent scouts, and I'm hoping that they come back with some information. I'd like to know what your plans are. I can tell that you are travelers, but I want to make it worth your while for you to stay. I think your services can be used again. And for that, I'm actually willing to put on a retainer for you. And with that, he pulls out a small satchel and puts down a coin purse in front of each of you. So it's 50 gold each for each of you. And I hope that can establish a relationship between me, the town, and your services if I need of it. I don't foresee any problems, but with those little green menaces still out there, it's a good chance they might rout and actually come back to the town, and having your swords available would be an asset. Do you agree with his terms, or all he's really doing is asking you if you just can stick around Sandpoint for a little while?
I agree.
Yeah, likewise. 50 gold. I think you can pay 75 each.
He kind of just looks you in surprise. Well, I think it's been fair to say that you are being taken care of. I believe Amiko has given you free lodging for a week. She's feeding you without any cost. In fact, the cost is on her. I think 50 gold is more than enough to, again, just have you available. I don't think it's beyond reasonable expectations. 50 gold should be more than enough to cover your expenses over the next couple of days.
Okay, this is just a retainer, sorry.
All right, with that, the sheriff gets up from the table, he bids you adieu, and he leaves the inn. And to answer your question, Kalia, the hunt is in the morning. You're to meet Aldern at the Goblin Squash Stables, which is just right beside the inn itself. He's to meet you there at 7 a.m. Saturday, 7 a.m. You guys have a very decent night. The rooms here at the Rusty Dragon Inn are very comfortable. They are not opulent, but definitely better than Madame Mavashti's place, where you just literally had a cot that you were able to sleep in a very tight room. You had a little bit more room to move in. So in the morning, after a very quick breakfast, you guys leave the inn, and outside of the inn, you see the noble that you saved from the goblins, Mr. Aldern Foxglove, and he is talking with the stable hand or the stable owner. Now, you're not entirely sure, you haven't actually met the individual, but it looks like he's discussing something. Well met on this fine morning, heroes. Aldern beams as you approach the Goblin Squash Stables. I've taken the liberty to buy horses for each of you to make the trip to the Tickwood just a little bit faster. And just as he's saying that, the owner of the stable, Davern Hosk, as it turns out his name is, he starts coming out with the horses. Willem! Where is that boy? And you see a man dressed in, a footman's garb. I'm here, your lordship. There you are. Willem, good man. Make sure you're getting these heroes fixed up with their horses. Make sure that you get everything that they need. And as we discussed, I want you to follow up with the rest of the boys and, of course, bring that wonderful lunch we discussed. With that, he turns his attention back to you, and as Willem bows again, yes, your lordship, and he walks over to Davern and continues fixing up your horses and getting them ready to go. Now, these horses are yours. It's my gift to you. They are fine riding horses, and they come with saddles, bits of bridles, saddlebags. Again, my gift for, well, you saving me. You were such fantastic warriors. You all had the air of adventure, and, you know, I actually do want to become an adventurer myself, so this is going to be great. I'm going to enjoy our day together, and as I mentioned, if you didn't overhear, Willem's got a very fine luncheon planned for us as well. So we're going to head out to the Tickwood. It's about a half an hour ride, and if our luck is with us, some boar will be waiting for us, and we'll bring back some fine boar. And I've already made arrangements with Amico. Amico's going to take it and see to it that they're prepared properly and, well, used to feed everybody. I think that's very honorable for all of us. So, have at you. Are you all ready to go?
Sounds good.
All right. Now, riding these horses, you don't have to have a ride check. And of course, yes, Kalia, there's a pony for the little one. A little riding pony. You don't need the skill for riding. This is just common riding. These horses aren't exactly automatic, but you know, you can figure out how to control a horse pretty well. In the case of combat or any other sort of odd maneuvers that you're going to try and do, that's when you'd have to do ride checks. And you can do a ride check untrained. Again, it's just your innate skills that you would have to rely on. And hopefully you don't get into anything overly complicated. All right, so you guys head out towards the Tickwood Forest. You actually head out to across what's called Tanner's Bridge. It's close to the cathedral on that eastern gates of the town. Some of you came this way through, so it's familiar territory. And you are riding along. We have horses with clutches. That's right. You have a standard model. I can just hear the coconuts now.
Horses, so we have manual horses then.
Yeah. Do you have the coconuts though?
We don't have squires.
Squires.
The squires are supposed to handle those.
That's true. And only his footmen, they're following behind, so you can't hear them clocking on the coconuts.
So what weapons do we have? Is it just what weapons we have that we're using? Because I don't really have anything for hunting, I realize.
Oh, that's an interesting point. I don't have weapons other than my bow. I was planning on shooting from the horse, but since you're the heroes, I was kind of, well, to be honest, I was expecting you to take down the boar. I was going to sit in there and watch you guys, because that's what I was expecting. If you need a weapon, you'd best go get something.
How about this? I will be the gopher and try to flesh out the boars. Who else has weapons, bows, spears that you can utilize for this?
I can always get my glaive.
Okay, excellent. And I recollect and realize in my inventory of stuff in my bag, I have 4 animal calls. A turkey, a duck, a deer, and God bless them, a boar.
You came prepared.
I apparently somehow forethought this into the future.
Yes. Did you read this adventure path? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
All right, so as you're riding out, Aldern he takes the middle part of the pack. he's very interested in you as adventurers. He's asking you a lot of just minor questions about how you got here. How long have you been an adventurer? Are you scared sometimes? Those sort of little points, right? So he's like, yeah. So it's going to take about a half an hour to get to the Tickwood, and you don't have to worry about the Tickwood. It's just named that. Although I did hear that there are giant ticks in the forest, but we're not going to worry about anything monstrous. It's mostly hunting grounds now, deer, boar, that sort of thing. But yes, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tirana, I can't help but say I heard your name and I watched your prowess cutting down those nasty little goblins. And you're such a strong warrior. I can't fathom such strength from you. Where did you learn to fight?
My clan.
Okay. Is that near here?
No. Even if they were, if they saw you, they'd kill you on sight.
Oh. I see. Okay. Good to know. I'll stay away from wherever you're from. No, it's good. I'm really enjoying this time together. It's good to know that there are such heroes here in Sandpoint, saving the day and saving lucky fellows like myself. So he kind of continues on with his. It's getting to almost be like that small talk that gets a little too annoying. He's just again not constantly bombarding you, but he just kind of won't let up with asking you just minute little questions that again around that how do you become a hero is seeming to be the theme, and he seems to be taking quite the liking to Tirana, even though that you kind of have, I don't know, been curt with him. He still asks you a lot of questions and asks you how much you can bench and, do you lift, bro? Stuff like that. And he's just wanting to know more. And the more that you answer, he asks, a deeper question. Tell me about your clansmen. And, and of course you're kind of deflecting because, I'm assuming that you don't care.
Partially.
Right. So yeah, you guys are riding along. Any sort of questions that you guys want to ask him? He is an individual from the area, so he can be a good source of information if you are looking for anything of interest. He is a noble, and actually part of the conversation you guys actually do find out that he's not from Sandpoint. And I think I mentioned this a few games ago. He's actually from Magnamar, or he says he has a townhouse in Magnamar. But his family, the Foxglove family, have been merchants in the area for a few generations, more than a few generations. So his name is well known.
Do I recognize it? Because I'm from Magnamar.
Now, make a knowledge local check. Bonus. All right. You are very aware of the name of Foxglove.
Okay. I won't let on that I know. I'll see if he starts being silly about it.
Okay. Dirty 20, yep. I just sent you a message there, Chris.
Oh, okay.
That's from your knowledge roll.
Alder? Well, you've been living in the area for a long time, right?
I have, yes. I recently returned from schooling and building my business. But I live in the area, yes.
So, were you here when what's his name again? Father Xanthus was alive.
Oh, the fire. No, I wasn't here. I was still away at that time.
Okay,
I
but
do
have you
know about
met-
it though. Pardon? Sorry.
Have you met him before?
Father Xanthus? No, he and I don't have business together. I don't trade in religious stuff, but I do know about the events that surrounded the fire.
Okay.
And I know that the church itself, and more than a few buildings, I think like 4 other buildings, as well as the White Deer Inn, were consumed in the fire. I believe there was about 4 people that died trapped in the fire. Father Tobin's and his adopted daughter. I can't remember her name. I know she was an Aasimar, though. I do remember that people remarked on her beauty, being otherworldly is the word that they used. I never did meet them. And then 2 other residents of town died in the fire as well. Yeah, that was a bad time for the town. Yeah, they had a string of things occur over that period of time. Everyone makes a sense motive check. Oh,
Nice.
20.
Ugh.
So Tavian, you pick up immediately, and so do you, Rotherd and Tirana. Like, there's an air of, societal politeness that he's trying to purvey and not talk about other people's misfortune in general public. But it's quite obviously that it's quite dirty 20. It's quite obviously he knows a bit.
So during that fire, the cathedral burned down, correct?
Correct. Yes.
And you said 3 other buildings burned down too, or 4?
There were 2 other buildings that burnt down, and the White Deer Inn was heavily damaged as well, almost lost, but not completely.
Do we know what business he's in?
He's just established himself as a merchant, quote unquote. He hasn't really specified what exactly he trades in. If you'd like, you can make a knowledge local check to see if you can figure that out. Or with your knowledge noble, you can make that nobility again. You can make a roll on that.
Yeah, let's throw that out there. Ooh, bad roll.
Yeah, you recall that the family has been a notable trading guild in Magnamar for generations. You do know that they're connected with a group called the Brotherhood of 7, and essentially that is a family of 7 merchant families around the Varisian coastline. Essentially a small monopoly of trading. You're not entirely sure what exactly. They have ships, they have carts, moving.
I'm just going to ask him. I'm just going to say, what are you guys currently trading in?
I made my fortune on lumber, actually. I used my family resources, my education, to build myself up in a way that I was able to make some good money and in the lumber industry. I've moved back to Magnamar, and I'm I'm going to be using my monies to essentially rebuild my family home. It's unfortunately fallen into neglect, and it needs some skilled tradespeople to help fix those issues with the manor. As I was away, unfortunately, it wasn't occupied, and a home needs people in it, so that's why I've returned. In fact, that's why I was in Sandpoint. I was actually hoping to connect with some tradespersons after the festival and essentially hire some people. So as you guys are chatting along, does anybody have survival, ranks in survival?
Nope.
No.
Oh
What?
no,
Survival?
Jonathan has survival? Oh. You guys are going to get lost for sure. As you guys are approaching the Tickwood, this forest is not like a big copse of trees. You know, it's very wide spread out, lots of plain areas. And your background is, you know, being elf, connected to nature. You're starting to identify that you're thinking a couple spots along the way are some prime areas where you might find some big piggies. Some boar might be thriving in the tall grasses and sparse forests in this particular area. Ruthard, you see a butterfly and it's cute.
Is this a boar?
Well, nope.
Do I see the boar as well? I mean, butterfly?
Yeah, it lands on Ruthard's horse's head. So, yeah. It's like, ooh, look, a butterfly. Everybody sees the butterfly, but Jacin, you're definitely feeling that you are in an area which can essentially flush out some boar and that wonderful boar meat that everybody loves.
Start scouting the area.
Okay, perfect. All right. So Jacin does the whole hand fist up in the air and catches everybody's attention. The conversation stops. You know, eyes go up. All right, Jacin, make another survival roll.
Oh boy.
All right. So
I thought that was going to be a 1.
yeah, not wonderful, but that's not terrible either. The DC is actually relatively average. So you actually do see a lot of animal trails, pack trails off on the side, which indicate that there is been some animal movement in the area. And you're on the side of the road, so it's obviously that, you know, there's a lot of travelers and whatnot through this area, but there are definitely some animal signs. Yes, you can, Kalia. Kalia hops off her horse, scrambles up a tree. Or her pony. Kalia hops off her pony, scrambles up.
I'm up in the tree.
All right. You all feel that the hunt has begun. It would be best to dismount, unless, of course, you want to try and fight boar on horseback.
We'd probably get a negative to our roll if we did. So
You'd have to do ride checks for every maneuver that you do.
I will dismount, tie the horse back out of the way, and have my bow ready.
So for those who dismount, Aldern actually just kind of collects up the bridles and pulls the horses off to the back. It's quite obvious that he is not interested in getting in any sort of fight on his own, and he's gonna let you guys do the hard work. You guys all draw your weapons, as Jacin is definitely indicating that there's a really good chance that there is indeed animals in the area. Taven, can you please make your boar call?
Ain't no worries for the rest of your day.
Perfect!
It's a problem-free philosophy.
With
Matata.
with the fabulous boar call from Tavian. Well, Kalia could be the meerkat. She's small enough.
Hey now.
Hey now. I would like Jacin to make another survival check.
Ooh, that's not good. Butterfly.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. So, Jasin, you start leading the pack into the tall brush and into the bush proper. Kalia, if you want to stay with them, they're definitely going deeper. You're going to have to dismount your tree. Yeah, it is. It's warm. Yeah. Okay, excellent. So you guys start following the elf who has got this air of knowing exactly where he's going. You have the utmost faith in this elf. Because like usual, Jonathan's just gotten you lost.
Just like old times.
Just like old times. And as a side note, Chris, every time that Jonathan's characters have had to read a map or do navigation, he's always got the group lost. Always.
Yep.
Yep. So perfect. I'll need you to make another survival check, please, Jonathan.
Oh,
On par. On par. Fantastic. All right. So none of you are what you would call hunters, right? Like you all come from urban settings or, arcane settings or, from churches. You're not used to being, you're not used to being out in the bush doing bush stuff. Tirana's got a little bit to it. She's got her orc background, so it helps a little bit. All right, so you guys are wandering around a little bit in the bush. And again, this isn't full bush, a lot of tall grass and whatnot. And I need you all to make perception checks.
there's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nice.
Natural one for Jason.
Of course.
We're screwed.
So, while everybody else is listening intently to the area around them and listening to the wind rustling through the tall grass and the sounds of maybe something out there, Jasin turns to everybody and asks, "Is this map upside down?"
Not again.
All right, boom. I need initiatives from everybody. Yay! Kalia and Tavian and Roland, you all see in the distance a group of boar in the grasses. They have seen you. So what this means is they get a surprise round. Only Roland, Kalia, and Tavian can act in this surprise round. In the surprise round, you only get a half action though. You could do a standard action or a move action. And I'm sure you guys can all see the three little piggies here in a second here. I gotta get that third one out. Oop. You can see the three piggies?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And just to remind everybody, boars are ornery and they're killers. Alright? These aren't little piglets. This is not Wilbur. Kalia, you're up in the initiative first. So you have a move action or a standard action.
Okay.
To answer your question, yes, you can climb up a tree if you want.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Bye.
I need you to make a climb check, please.
Modsy.
All right, perfect. You easily climb up into the tree. All right. I'm just moving you there. You are
Yeah,
up.
bitches.
You're up in the tree. Tavian, you're next. You can do a move action or a standard action.
I will stay stationary, already in action with my quarterstaff. That if one comes within a 5 feet range, I can attack as a reaction.
Okay.
Is that all right?
That is fine with me. And Roland, you're the last to act in the surprise round before the boars.
I will shoot at boar one.
Oh, good hit.
So boars are ornery and nervous. What does that mean?
Cranky.
Easily pissed.
That is my goal.
And boar number 1 just got an arrow in it, so I think it's pretty pissed.
Technically bold because I have a crossbow, but
That is true. That is true. All right. So, cranky boar number 1, he charges up toward Tirana. So what happens here is the family of boar, after the one gets hit by the arrow, they squeal and then they just start charging up to you guys. And then our full combat starts with Rutherd. You are the first to go. As these boar come charging out of the grasslands, you see them, and now you have your full actions that you can do your regular stuff with.
Okay, I'm gonna move here. The two boars, the one in front of Turna and the one beside Jason, are they qualified to be adjacent to one another?
Yes.
Okay. I declare clean, and I'm gonna attack this boar over here.
Oh, that's a miss. You give that wild little cut in the air, but these boar are very low to the ground, and you just kind of shave the fur off his back, and you miss the other. All right, Kalia, you're up.
Watch where you swing at that thing.
So I can shoot from up the tree, you said?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
In fact, you get a +1 because you have height advantage.
Woohoo.
High ground.
Go me.
I've got the high ground, Anakin.
don't do it, Anakin.
Shoot your boar. There we go. All right. After all that, you still missed.
I'm just gonna be up in the tree crying. Just so you know.
Yeah, it's okay. And even with the +1 that you had, it still missed. Aldern Foxglove's turn. He just stays back. In fact, he fades back further. Tirana, you are up. You have a boar just going crazy in front of you, ready to gore you with its mighty tusks.
Well, let's fix that, shall we? Alright. First cutlass. Nice.
Very nice.
Damage. Nice. Second cutlass. Misses. Nope.
All right. That boar in front of you, you cut it twice, and it slumps down to the ground in front of you. Unconscious. Jacinth. Well, you see that your half-orc friend has made easy meal of this bacon, so how hard can it be?
You guys are hilarious.
Well, it's not reading a map, so you should be able to do something.
I doubt it. Like I said, I doubt it.
Just shy. Just shy. Okay. Do you wish to move?
Half foot steps, is that good?
Yep. You can take a 5-foot step. And it will not provoke an attack. Excellent. Roland, you're up.
I'm up. Alright, I will move forward and attack this one with my sword.
Okay. So make an intelligence check. Just real quick.
Intelligence. That's not very high, Doug.
I know.
Uh,
That's the fun of everything. Oh, well, there you go. Okay. So you know Ruthard has a glaive. It's a reached weapon.
oh. Okay. Can I move to the other side of the board?
You'll provoke an attack of opportunity, but yes.
I shouldn't if I'm still staying around the board.
Well, you're running through its threatened square.
Okay, then you know what? I'll just stay right there and shoot it with my crossbow.
You got it. I'm not trying to talk you out of everything, but tactics speaking, the boars now have to move up. Ruthard's going to get an attack of opportunity against one of them, right?
And I'll miss horribly.
All right.
I guess not if the boar takes a 5-foot step.
These are animals. The way
They're
I
not
work,
allowed to.
the way I work, especially with combat, when you do tactics with 5-foot steps, that's tactical movement, right? That's withdraws. Animals don't have that
Okay.
intelligence. Just like I wouldn't do
okay.
that with like mindless undead and stuff like that, right? Now, if you're fighting another fighter, obviously they will step up. These are animals, they're charging. You'd get one attack of opportunity. If everybody's okay with that.
No. I'm
Yep.
not with that.
All right. Tavian, you're up.
Alright, I will. Is my quarterstaff a reach weapon, or do I have to be within 5 feet?
It has to be adjacent to you.
Okay,
So
I'll move 5 foot up
okay.
and attack. Well, no, pig number 1's already dead, isn't it?
Yeah, it's slumped down to the ground.
Okay, no, another 5 feet forward then.
Okay, so roll an intelligence check.
Intelligence check is not gonna go well.
Oh, look at that. Again, so
Went better than I thought.
you're in the moment of battle and you're ready to kind of go up, but you out of the corner of your eye, you see Ruthard with his glaive kind of ready to strike at these boar. Do you still want to move? If you move, they're going to just attack you. So
If I move, can I move to here?
yes, you can, but it will provoke an attack of opportunity because you cross through its threatened square. You can,
Do I
however,
still get to attack after?
yep, you would, but you can also do an acrobatics check.
How would that assist me?
You can try and move through the threat square without provoking an attack.
Alright, let's do acrobatics.
All right. Ooh. I can tell you that's not high enough. You had to roll higher than their CMD, which their,
Yeah, that's alright.
yeah, which their CMD is not 9. Okay, so
I tried and I slipped on some boar poop.
yep. So you kind of slip on some boar poop. Boar number 2 says, "Ha ha ha! My clever trap worked," and it tries to gore you and misses with a 3. What the hell is that? Anyway, okay, you're now in position. You just missed the gore attack from the boar, and you can attack it in return.
Now, because I did the acrobatics check, does that take up my turn?
No, it just reduces your speed, but it's not a
Okay.
concern at this point.
Alright, let's give it the old 1-2. I'm going to quarterstaff, flurry of blows. There we go.
Swoof, swoof. Both of those are misses. I can tell you
Yep.
that right now. All right. You swung wildly over the tops of the boars. You know, you were actually just, trying to get all fancy. You slipped on some boar poop. You kind of waved your stick around wildly. It was a sight to see. All right. Boar number 1. Let's see if he survives. Yep, he stabilizes. So, Tirana, you notice that the boar is unconscious. It's just slumped on the ground. You see it's breathing heavily, but it is unconscious.
Nice.
Boar number 2. Did you know that boars are Spanish?
Beef.
These are Spanish boars.
Thanks, Mom.
20!
Yes. Thank you.
Oh. The critical effect takes place. A body blow. In addition to standard critical damage, your target's lung is slashed or pierced, or ribs are broken. All of these result in being stunned for 2 rounds. Cool.
Ooh.
And a -1 penalty to combat until healed with appropriate healing spells. Ooh. This is cool. All right, so we will find the stunned. We will place stunned on Tavian. You are stunned for 2 rounds. You have been damaged by the boar. Ooh. And knocked out. All right, so this poor hapless monk slips on poop, misses twice. The boar just rears up and jams his tusks into his chest, and you see that, like anatomy-wise, it goes up underneath his rib, and you hear him go, "Ah!" and then just slumps to the ground unconscious. It doesn't look good. Tickwood boar number 3 is going to run up to you, Ruthard, so you get that attack of opportunity.
Okay. Okay, so gonna attack. Single attack on this boar. Just play.
Good hit. Damage. Oh, nice. Good hit. Good hit. I think that in answer to your question, Ruthard, the Dying Monk is a special monk's fighting style.
Dying Monk is a special fighting style.
Yes, the Dying
Okay.
Monk.
So he's faking.
Yeah. Well, he's pretty good at it.
Damn.
Okay, Ruthard, it is now officially... Oh, wait, sorry. I have to do my boar's turn. I didn't do its turn. Let's go back.
Yeah, but okay. I did a successful attack, an attack opportunity, but he gets to move anyway.
Yep.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he does. It's while he's moving that you get that swipe in. You do a lot of damage to him, but it makes it to you, and it's going to try and gore you. Ugh. And it fumbles. That was a very effective slash because, it's disoriented and just wiggles its head and, misses you horribly. All right, Ruthard, now it's your turn.
Okay, so first I'm gonna take. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna remove my armor penalty. There. Then I'm gonna take a 5-foot step here,
Done?
and I'm gonna attack the boar that attacked me.
You got it. Just hit
It's
it.
a hit.
You put that one down. Nasty boar. All right, Kalia, from your vantage point, you see the one boar what looks like kills the monk, and then you see Ruthard kill one of the other boars. You've got a clear shot at the one standing next to the monk.
I'm gonna shoot the boar again from up in the tree.
Okay, you are shooting at boar number 2. The other 2 are unconscious.
Yeah.
That would be another miss. It is actually hard to shoot from a tree. You got to wrap your legs around the trunk, and you got to, prop yourself, and yeah, you suck. All right.
Jeez.
Aldern. Aldern stays back. Tirana, you see the monk drop in front of you. What would you like to do?
I roll my eyes at the foolhardy move and head for the boar that just dropped him. 5-foot step, and I attack it.
You got it. Oh, it's a miss.
Oh, just barely.
Oh.
There we go. Alright, well, at least it's
You're so distracted by rolling your eyes, you forget to focus on the board. Jacin. It hits. You need to move up, though, bud. That boar in front of you. You want to hit the one in front of you that's on the ground, still alive?
Yeah. You're talking boar number 3, right?
Yeah, but it's unconscious.
Oh, okay. How do you tell? Sorry, I can't.
So you see the little white dot?
Oh, okay, yes.
That's the health,
bottom.
the health color. Yeah, green means it's well. Red means it's wounded. White means it's unconscious.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay.
So I can move here then.
Yes, you
There you
can.
Okay. This.
All right. You wound the boar.
Yeah.
You wound the boar. All right, Roland. Everybody is packing in around the last standing boar. What would you like to do?
Can I get a clear shot up?
It's got cover thanks to Tirana.
Right. Well, if I move down, I should be able to shoot kind of on an angle.
Yep, you got a better shot from there.
Combat. It's this boar. Missed.
That's a miss.
Guess that's me.
Goes wide. Tavian. Let's see what happens. Oh, you stabilize. That's good. So you see Tavian stops spasming and kind of settles. His breathing becomes a little bit more rhythmic. It doesn't look like he's bleeding out right at the moment.
I mean, I can see his chest bubbling
Yes,
with blood.
yes, because he's got that frothy blood coming out of his mouth. All right, the final boar. He's got a choice, either Tirana or Jacin. 1-2, it's Tirana. At 3-4, Jacin. And it goes after the squishy elf. And misses. Hit with boar number 2 or 3. He does not stabilize. Ruthard, sorry, it's your turn. Sorry, I went.
Okay.
There's a lot of people around the boars.
True. But if I go here, I should be able to attack the boar without any hindrances.
Yep, you get to hit it. It's got a little bit of cover.
Not that much.
Not that much. Yeah, not to protect from that. Dirty 20. Gosh darn it. Oh, it still lives. That pig sticker's doing a good job, though. Okay, Kalia, this is your chance. Win the day.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Or at least boar, anyway.
So it's still 3, right?
It is boar number 2 that you're
Oh,
after.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a hit.
Fucking right.
You hear a sharp voice from the tree. All right, and you do slay the boar. Yay! All right. Good shot. Tavian has stabilized. So we'll just drop out of combat. The monk is unconscious on the ground. All the boar are in their final stages of death. You dispatch them, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Oh yeah, boar is so good. Boar is yummy meat. Oh, so yummy. Oh, you're definitely missing out. It's really good.
Can I do a heal check on Tavian? See if I can give him a hit point or two?
Yes, you do some first aid on the monk.
I'd like to cast Cure Light Wounds on the monk.
Okie dokie. If you open up the gear, all right, that's
Gear?
next to your spell. So what you'll do is you'll just, are you on your actions page?
Yeah.
Okay, so that little gear next to Cure Light Wounds, just open that up,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the green cross, the heal.
Yeah.
Just drag and drop that right on. Well, you just drag and drop it on Tavian, but I'll do that.
Okay.
There you go. So you heal him, you pray to your god, and your hands glow fiery red, and you deliver the grace of your deity to the monk. The monk's wounds close up, and his eyes flutter open. He looks at you and says, "Did I hit it?"
No.
Aldern comes up to you, and comes up to you, Tirana, and is like, "That was fantastic, the way you dispatched them and how you healed your friend. That was amazing." And shortly after you get to your feet, Tavian, the footmen actually arrive with the wagon in tow. Aldern calls them over. They come in and they butcher the boar. And at the same time, Willem, the footman for Aldern, starts setting up your luncheon. And you all have an opportunity to kind of sit back, take in a breather a little bit. Who has the heal skill? An actual rank in the heal skill?
I do. I rolled already.
Yeah, you rolled already, and you did a terrible job.
Thanks.
Yep, you're welcome. Yep. Need a 15 or higher.
I've got 1 rank in heal.
Excellent. So, Jessin, you go up to Tavian, start doing some first aid. Tavian, you're so badly hurt, you just can't focus on yourself enough to really, staunch any wounds. Jessin, please roll a die 4. Cool.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, I was throwing in the combat tracker box. I have it above it.
There you go. And you do a little bit of first aid, dressing some wounds, and you deliver 2 healing to Tavian, who is still a little shaken from the effects. They are the stun is gone now because you almost died. But otherwise, you're somewhat hurt. but you are mobile again. All right. So you all break for your luncheon. Aside from the fact that, you've got a hole in your lung, you're not breathing so well. The magical healing did actually take care of that. However, your ribs are tender. It's hard to breathe sometimes, Octavia. But you have a nice repast. Again, they dress the boars. They load them up on the wagons. And after about, a full hour of just kind of enjoying the countryside, a nice bottle of wine, Aldern turns to you and says, well, I guess we should head back to Sandpoint.
Sounds good.
I think he does breathe a lot better with more holes in his lungs. Yeah. You guys start traveling back towards Sandpoint. Again, it's early afternoon, probably about 1 p.m. It's been a successful hunt. Aldern is just praising your abilities and the fact that you were able to dispatch the boar. He doesn't really seem to be even concerned about Tavian being wounded so much. He's definitely more interested in telling Tirana about her abilities and her skill sets that won the day. In fact, you guys get all very annoyed with the fact that his talking about Tirana is a little bit uncomfortable. Like you can see that there's a little bit more than unhealthy sort of adoration for Tirana and her heroics. And he's gotten to the point that by the time you guys are halfway through, you're all kind of in a very uncomfortable silence as he's like beaming on his horse, next to his best friend being Tirana. I need everybody make a perception check, please.
Okay.
Ooh, a 1. Jeez. A double roll.
Yeah. I was supposed to say, how many perception
Dirty
checks do you
20.
want? Dirty 20. Dirty 20. All right. Justin and Tavian, good rolls. Tirana, good roll as well. Out of the corner of your eye, Justin, as your wagon is going past a small little shrine that was set up on the side of the road. You guys had already passed it by about, not even a full minute, not even about 30 seconds. They're behind you by just a little bit. You look back kind of out of reflex and you see one of those dirty little green goblins behind a rock take aim at the wagon and fire off a volley of arrows. All right. I am going to put you guys on the map in no particular order. Please remember that you are on your mounts.
So, being injured, do I realize what's happening conversation-wise between him and Tirana? Like, do I sense the awkwardness, or am I just like semi-conscious, conscious?
Everybody gets the sense of awkwardness because he just kind of keeps going, and he just doesn't stop in his adoration for the half-orc. Yeah, he's just.
I kind of mumble under my breath. So when's the wedding?
Doesn't seem to pick up on that at all. All right.
Tirana cheers that and lets a minor snarl. Not really. So, from an outsider's point of view, not at anything in particular.
Everybody sees the map?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you should see the wagon in the picture. You guys are lined up on horseback. Jasin, you spot the one little goblin. I'm sure you can see him there. and a volley of arrows again goes towards the cart. The manservants or the footmen, they are taken by surprise, but none of the arrows hit, and they reflexively just dive into the back of the wagon and try and protect themselves. I need initiatives, please.
Let's go.
Oh, 20. Nice.
Ah.
Jasin, with your sharp eyes, you get to go first. And like I said, you see that one goblin just off to behind you to the north, next to that outcropping of stones. What would you like to do? Are you dismounting? Or are you riding your horse there?
Oh, I dismount.
Okay. So you easily dismount and you run over to that spot. That's your 2 move actions, my friend.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Goblin number 1. He needs to make a perception check to see if he actually is smart enough to see that you have come up to... Oh yeah, he's dumb. He does not see you. All right. He's gonna pay attention to the wagon, and he fires off another volley at the wagon, even though there's no one there. He's actually shooting at the horses. In fact, if everybody can remember, goblins hate horses. They hate horses and they hate dogs. So they're more than happy to riddle these horses. Oh yeah. So there's 2 horses on this wagon. One takes an arrow from goblin number 1. Oh, another hit. Make perception checks. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, excellent. There's 20 there. Good show. All right. So, Kalia, you see this goblin. They again firing at all of. They're firing at the horses. That second goblin that appeared, it's a critical hit against the horse. It goes right into the horse's eye, and it just whinnies up and shudders and just flops to the ground dead. A collective cheer comes from other goblins in the area that you haven't been able to see yet, but you definitely know there's more than 2. In fact, you then see one little goblin start scampering towards the wagon. All right. Rolling. These little green buggers are at it again.
All right. Well, I'm going to stay mounted, and I will move myself, I guess, to here. I don't know how far the horse can go.
The horse has... You know what? Let me pull up a horse real quick to make life easy for all of us. I think it has like a movement of 50. Yep, 50 feet.
All right, well, I'll go to here, and I will slash at the goblin from the horse.
Okay, you make an attack roll. You will have to make a ride check as well.
Okay. Oh, that's a great.
Well,
I don't think it's worth.
That was your attack. Okay. Your knee hyperextends awkwardly. You have 1/4 movement speed and cannot charge for 1d4 plus 6 rounds. Wow. You cannot charge for 8 rounds. Now, now I need that ride check.
Right. Skill.
That kind of makes sense too. You go and try and kick out, you reflexively kick out. You tumble from your saddle, you twist your feet up into the stirrups, your knee pops awkwardly, you let out a yelp, and you slump to the ground. You catch yourself so you don't fall to the ground prone, but you definitely screwed up all of that very quickly and hurt yourself in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This kid's gonna run.
Aldern just more or less moves out to here with his horse to kind of get away from all the action. Ruthard, you are on your horse. You just seen that Roland just fell off his horse. He's let out a little bit of a screech.
Okay. I'm gonna dismount.
Okay. Dismounts move action and easily done under this situation.
Yeah, and can I, when I dismount, do I dismount adjacent to my horse?
Yep.
So I'm gonna dismounting right here, kind of.
Sure.
And I'm gonna attack this goblin there.
No, that's right. You got reach. Good. Damage. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. So, Roland, out of the corner of your eye, you see this goblin. He's like cackling wickedly because he thinks he's got the drop on you. Then all of a sudden, this glaive comes right through his upper torso and hooks in and literally just bisects him completely. And it literally came out of nowhere. And this poor goblin slumps in a quarter pieces down to the ground in front of you.
Excellent.
Splooch. All right. That was epic. Can't touch it. Kalia, you're up.
So, if I get off my horse, then that's a move, you said?
Yes, that'll be one move action.
But if I stay on it, then can I shoot from it, or?
Yes, but because you don't have any mounted combat proficiencies, you'll have to do a ride check to stay in your saddle.
Don't roll a one.
Hey, now.
I mean, you've been rolling good since I was bugging you about it, so.
Okay, so you're dismounting and moving?
No, I'm still on my horse.
Okay, very good. You kick your pony over to trot over to that area. You're going to make a shot?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
Which one are you going to shoot at?
The goblin.
There's two that you can see.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to see what number it is, sorry. The one on the left.
Oh, good hit. Damage, please. Oh. It screams in pain as you put a bolt into it. Or put a... take that, green fucker. Tirana.
Okay. Is it just the two up there that are left?
You can see two, yes.
Alright, I dismount my horse.
Bonk.
And, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bum, 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 bum. You step...
And that's...
Yeah. Yeah, that's it?
Yeah, that's all I really can do.
Okay, and then you step in something slimy and realize it was, half of a goblin on the ground.
I saw this
Yeah.
thing. I'm not overly concerned about stepping in gore.
Make a perception check, please.
Okie doke. Perception. Blah.
All right. Everything is cool. Tavian.
Okie doke.
All right. I'll dismount and go up. Go up 20 feet and hold there.
Blub, blub, blub. You got it. Just in. You're up. Definitely a miss. All right. Goblin 2 is going to... There's too much crap in the way, but it's going to take a shot at Kalia, since she's out front with its short bow. And misses. Then it's going to take a 5, 10, and it goes clambering into the bushes, so it's going to get a little bit of cover. This little goblin charges up to you, Roland, and tries to cleave you with its little weapon. Oh, it gets you too. No, it doesn't. Dang it.
Nope, that's a miss.
All right, that is a miss. And then this guy here. Tirana, you can make a perception check, please.
Okay.
Damn.
Well.
You just caught one of the little greenskins, just was sneaking around the block and tried to get the drop on you. You catch it before it can. It just does normal attack on you. Hey, it hits you. That's fine. I like that idea. Oh, cuts you for 4 points of damage. Alright, Roland, you're up.
Can I stand and attack this fella?
You never fell. You were standing.
Okay.
You're just, your knees tweaked.
Tweak knee.
Tweak,
Alright.
tweaked knee. Oh, good hit. Good hit.
And this is this little fella. Oh, that's not the right thing. Sorry, I hit the attack button again. There you go.
You know what? That's actually a critical hit. You rolled a 19. I don't know why that didn't register as a critical hit. All right.
Well, it's dead anyway, so.
Yeah, it's dead.
Oh.
And you just killed it outright because that would have been 14 points of damage. So I'm just going to kill it outright. Splooch. There you go. Yeah, because on with a longsword, a 19 and a 20 is a critical hit. So I don't know why that didn't...
It did hit.
It did hit, but a 19 and a 20 are critical hits.
Yes, but it does noted crit 19 on his entry.
It might be because I rolled the second time before I rolled the damage time.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So you would have done a total of 14 points of damage to it. So it died. It doesn't matter. It's dead. Aldern's going to be a coward. Ruthard, you're up.
Okay. Now, gonna move here.
Jockey, jockey, jockey. Oh, I love how the trees block your movement. Perfect. There you are.
And I'm gonna hit this little guy here.
Oh, man.
Too bad it's not a crit.
Yep. Too bad it's not a crit.
Anyway, I'm gonna try.
Oh,
There you go.
wow. That was a great hit. And you just slaughter it outright. All right, Tirana, you do see this little bugger. What he's trying to do is he's trying to climb up onto the wagon to try and rob it or pillage it or whatever. He's more interested in trying to grab something versus fight you guys at the moment.
Alright. I charge at him.
There is a dead horse in the way as well as a living horse in the way.
Okie doke,
You
never
can
mind.
you can move, but it's not going to be a charge. How's that?
That's fine. That was my AC anyway.
There you go. Move up again. Trot, trot, trot.
Alright. Okie doke. Cutlass number 1. And misses horribly. Cutlass number 2. Also misses equally horribly.
Excellent. I love it when you miss horribly. Tavian.
Stop panning him.
Alright, seeing that one trying to get up there, I'm assuming if I go forward, I have to go around those rocks.
That would be correct.
So
I'll allow you
5,
to.
10, 15, 20.
You can do an acrobatics to try and vault over them if you'd like.
No, that never helped. And isn't there a horse in the way there? Technically, isn't there a horse in the space right in front of it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to get hit by both the horse, myself, and possibly the goblin. Go 5, 10, 15, 20.
You circumvent the obstacles. Go ahead and make your attack.
I will attempt the same thing, which is...
Oh, nice. It's a one hit.
Okay.
Oh. So this goblin's trying to scramble up the side of the wagon, and you just come in and you just baseball bat him right across his shoulder blades. He crushes up against the wagon, flops down on the ground, spasming. Just in. You see in the distance, the one goblin is like, uh-oh, and he's decided he's booking it. You will right after Jasin.
So I just used my turn then?
No. You don't. Jacin's gonna miss anyway.
That's terrible. Roll really high then.
Oh, he's probably right.
He's probably right. Oh, he
There you
hits. Oh, look at that. And he steals the kill. Ah. Look at that. Jasin, greedy bugger. He just steals the kill. All right. These goblins are dead.
Nice.
Splooch and splooch. It doesn't take you very long to realize that these goblins are essentially the remnants of the raiding party from a couple days ago. It looks like they've been out here separated from the main party. They took a wrong turn at Albuquerque sort of deal, and they've been trying to survive, and they've gotten to a level of desperation where they thought they could make easy work out of you, the Longshanks. But they have perished in their foul and stupid attempts to better you guys. All right. And yes, you do a search of the goblins, and they have just, again, the junk weapons from before. You can salvage them. You can salvage the leather as well. You can get maybe about 10 gold for all the scrap, essentially. If you'd like to carry that.
Open wagon.
The one horse lies dead on the road, so you detach it from the wagon, but you guys head into town unmolested. Good time to end the evening. Always a good time to end on a high note,